Well, they're playing catch down in Ozark. Our audio guy, Gary, he's my buddy, came up to me today and he said, "Hey, Matt, you have time to play catch?" And I said, "But I'm pretty busy. There's a lot going on with the weather." So I had to turn him down today, but still a great day for it. Managed to get to 82 in Springfield, record highs. Tomorrow we're still going to hit the 80s. It's just going to come with very fast winds and then storms that are quickly going to make us cooler by the weekend. We're not going to be hitting 80 for either Saturday or Sunday. Tomorrow's the last day of warm weather, and it will not be nice. As this storm system that's over in California, you can start to see a few thunderstorms with it in Arizona, actually, is going to be moving closer our way, and it's returning the chance of some severe weather. I think the nastiest part of this system is going to be, thankfully, out of our viewing area, but really along the Mississippi. We have an enhanced risk from Iowa all the way down to Alabama and Mississippi. This is a wide area of nasty, severe weather that's going to be developing. The good news for us is most of it is just going to start. It's going to really be in its infancy into the Ozarks, and then it's a question of, well, how quickly does it develop? How quickly does it get bad? And that's what we're going to be having to track tomorrow. Three big ways it's going to be impacting us. Of course, we have the thunderstorms with a tornado chance. That's kind of the big headline that everyone's been talking about. But red flag warnings and fast winds are also going to be there. Let's talk about the red flag warnings, and then we'll talk about the winds, and then we'll talk about the chances of tornadoes. But red flag warning in place for tomorrow from 10 a.m. to just past midnight, as we are going to have a dry atmosphere with winds that can gust somewhere between 45 to 60 miles per hour. And just look at our index. It maxes out at severe, and we're seeing it max out in Texas, in Oklahoma, in Kansas, into the Ozarks. We're seeing mostly a high to moderate risk. Just don't burn anything tomorrow. Very dry atmosphere with fast winds, and these are these fast winds. We're going to see up to 60 mile per hour wind gusts. You can start to see it over in Texas. It doesn't really start to get bad or fast until our viewing area, until we get into that early afternoon. That's when the switch happens. Look at the wind gusts. No matter which city you look at, they're going to fall somewhere between 45 to 60 miles per hour into that early afternoon. This is really, I think, the main concern for most people. Fast winds are going to be widespread. This is enough winds that we can snap some trees, we can snap some power lines. I imagine people will be losing power tomorrow just with how fast these winds are going to be blowing. They start to die down once we get past that midnight hour, but still a little bit breezy for Saturday. All right, let's talk about storm chances and the timing for that. No concern of storms for tonight. No concerns of any storms or really any cloud cover for the blood moon that's going to be happening. It's once we get into that early afternoon that we can start to see those thunderstorms. They're going to be developing, and they're going to be in their infancy for areas really west of Highway 65. And then as they move east, they're going to build, they're going to grow, and they're going to get stronger. How quickly they build really determines how nasty things are going to be tomorrow. They move into the Springfield metro area about 5, 6 o'clock. If you live really east of Highway 63, this is the area that I'm most concerned about, is these thunderstorms will have more time to develop. That's going to be happening about 7 or 8 p.m., and we can see the chance of some tornadoes, of some fast winds, and really some large hail. I have the hail about egg size. That's about 2-inch hail that could be forming with winds over 70 miles per hour. That's a hurricane force winds that could be developing. Elevated tornado threat, and that's especially true the further off east you are, as these storms will have more time to build and develop. If you're living really east of Highway 63, make sure you're staying weather aware tomorrow, and you have some way to get some type of weather notifications, whether that's our app or another app that'll do it for you. 80 degrees for tomorrow, and then cooler by the weekend, 60 and 50. Not too bad 7 days, as long as you don't pay attention to what's going to be happening tomorrow.
It's kind of strange to have these dry conditions and fire warnings also mixed in with severe weather, but it just goes to show how strong those winds can be, like a little spark.
We got a lot going on. We got red flag warnings in place. We got wind warnings in place. We got chances of a tornado that could be happening. So a lot going on Friday, and then we get back to kind of nice spring-like weather once we get past that.
That's good, and I'm sure you'll be staying on top of it tomorrow.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks, Matt.